Hi guys, I have a really fun full body box workout for you today. We're going to get started with your long boxes on. I have mine in front of my shoulder blocks, and then I'm starting on a red spring with my foot bars down. Before you guys get started with your video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks guys. All right, let's get started. So we're gonna sit on our boxes with our feet in our headrest, grabbing our straps into our hands. Long loops are gonna be a little more challenging for your core. Short loops are gonna make this a little easier for your core. And then when you sit, I want plenty of space behind you for your spines to roll down. I'm gonna sit up nice and tall right on top of my sits bones. And then on my exhale, I'm just gonna start to tuck my pelvis and begin to roll my spine one vertebrae at a time down into the box. And when my shoulders hit, I'll allow my head to go back. If that does not feel good for your head to go back, you guys can keep your neck in line with your spine. You'll take an inhale, and then on an exhale, you can nod your chin towards your chest, scoop into your abdominals, and peel your spines all the way back up. We'll inhale the top with a tall spine. Exhale, tuck our pelvises, roll down one vertebrae at a time. The shoulders hit again. Let your heads go back on an inhale or keep your neck in line with your spine. Exhale, nod your chin towards your chest, scoop into those abdominals, and peel your spines all the way back up. Let's continue with these roll down. So the focus, that warm up today is just really warming up that spine and that articulation, and then warming up your core. Again, if you need to make this easier, you guys can grip up higher onto your straps. You can even grab onto the rope instead of the straps. Exhaling as we come up. We'll do two more. Exhale, tuck our pelvises, roll ourselves right back down, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale back. Exhale, nod the chin to the chest, scoop into our abdominals, one bone at a time as we come right back up. And then last one like that. Exhale, tuck while I'm sending my tailbone towards my straps. Inhale, and then exhale, nod, curl all the way back up. All right, now once we come up, we're gonna pause at the top. We're gonna go back down to just our bra lines. So let's exhale, tuck our pelvises, roll down into the box. When those bra lines hit, we'll hold. Eyes are gonna stay looking towards our core. Knees are gonna go up into our tabletop position. My low back is gonna be flat into the box today. And then I'm gonna inhale, dip my right toes down towards my headrest. Exhale, lift the right knee up. Inhale, dip the left toes down, and then exhaling as I lift. So just hinging at the hips to dip, and then exhale, engaging my obliques to lift. I want to think my knees just stay bent at that 90-degree angle the entire time. Hinging at the hip to dip, exhaling as you lift. Now, if the neck is an issue, you guys should be able to still have your straps in your hands, and you can always take your hands behind your head to support your neck here. Otherwise, arms can stay long if your neck is fine. Let's do one more with our right toes dipping down. One more with the left toes dipping. When that left leg comes up, both feet go right back into your headrest. Shoulders back, head back for an inhale. Exhale, nod the chin to the chest, scoop right back into those abdominals, peel your spines back up, and then inhale at the top, right back down. Exhale, tuck, articulate our spines right back down into the box. When the bra line hits, hold both knees right back up into our tabletop position. They stay bent at that 90. Inhale, hinge at the hips, dip both toes down, and then exhale, scoop into your low abs as you lift your knees right back up. Think that lift is coming from 2 inches underneath your belly button, drawing into your back to lift the knees right back up. Again, if the neck is an issue, the hands can go behind the head to support the neck. Inhale, hinge, scoop into your low abs to lift. Let's go for 2, and lift. Last one. And then our feet will go right back down. Shoulders can go back, head can go back. We'll inhale, and then we'll exhale, nod our chin towards our chest, scoop into our abdominals, peel the spines right back up, pause at the top, give the shoulders, give the neck a little bit of a roll, and then on our next exhale, let's tuck and roll back down. Again, one vertebrae at a time. Those shoulders should stay off of the box. So bra lines hit, hold, knees up into a tabletop position. Inhale, right leg is going to reach out to a challenging level. Exhale, pull the right leg in. Inhale, left leg extends. Exhale, pull in. Think about engaging your obliques to pull each leg right back in. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Exhale right back in. Let's go for 4, 3. Again, I'm hooking right into my obliques to pull each leg right back in. Last one with the left leg. Both feet go down. Shoulders, head go back. We'll inhale again. Exhale, nod, curl. These roll-ups should be a little more challenging each time we come up. Again, shoulders, neck, quick little roll. Exhale, tuck your pelvises, roll right back down into that box. Pause when your brow lines hit, knees are up into your tabletop position. Inhale, both legs reach out to a challenging level. Exhale, pull both legs right back in. Inhale out. Exhale in. Again, you guys, if those necks are an issue, hands go behind the head. Think scoop into your low abs to pull your legs all the way back in. We're going to go for 3, 2, last one. Relax your feet, shoulders, heads go back. Inhale, and then exhale, nod, curl, scoop into those abs to come right back up. Feel free, give your shoulders, give your neck a little roll. You guys have 2 more things before we move on. So let's exhale, tuck our pelvises, roll right back down into that box. When that brow line hits, we can bring our knees up into our tabletop. Now from tabletop, go straight up to the ceiling with the legs. Inhale, right leg is going to lower straight down towards our headrest. We're going to use our obliques to lift it right back up. Left leg lowers, hook into those left obliques to lift. Inhale, exhale, lower, and lift. We'll do 4 more. 3. And then last one. When we come up, bend the knees, shoulders, heads go back. Inhale, and then exhale, nod, curl, scoop into your abdominals, come right back up, and then pause at the top. All right, last thing, shoulders, neck roll if we need it. We're going to tuck our pelvises. We're going to roll ourselves right back down into that box. One more time. When those brow lines hit, we'll hold. We'll bring our knees up into a tabletop position. From there, legs go straight up to the ceiling. On an inhale, we're lowering the legs down to a challenging level. Exhale, scooping into our low abs to lift. So range of motion might be a little different for you. I am not feeling this in my low back whatsoever. It is all in my low abs. If it is in your low back, shorten the range of motion of your legs. 2 more. Down. Scoop into those low abs to lift. Last one. Then when we come up, bend the knees, relax the feet, shoulders, heads go back. Take an inhale, and then exhale, nod, curl all the way back up, and then let's hang those straps back up onto the pegs. Okay, we'll step ourselves off to the sides. Boxes, springs will stay the same. Our foot bars are going to go to the starting position, and then I'm going to lie on my stomach on my box facing the foot bar. When I get down, my brow line is going to be right at the edge of the box. Hands are going to be nice and wide on the foot bar. Thumbs with our fingers anytime we have the hands on the foot bar. And then my legs are going to be about the width of the box. Wherever you guys feel comfortable with your legs, they can be apart, they can be together. Again, whatever feels best for your spines. We're going to press our carriages out one time with our arms. Pause. I'm going to draw my shoulders down out of my ears. Push my pubic bone down into the box. I get an activation of my glutes and my hamstrings, and I'm going to think I'm keeping my glutes and my hamstrings active. Without my shoulders coming up into my ears, we'll inhale, lift our chest up. The shoulders are down, the collarbones are wide. Really squeeze the glutes and the hamstrings, and then exhale, return right back down. So we're inhaling to lift, shoulders are down, collarbones are wide, and then exhale, return right back down. Keep that squeeze of the glutes and the hamstrings the entire time to help protect the low back. And I'm imagining that if my collarbones are headlights, those headlights are shining forward, my eyes are looking slightly up past my foot bar, and then we're returning right back down. Let's do 3 more here. Inhale, lift, shoulders are down, collarbones are wide. Exhale, when I lower, I'm drawing my core away from the box. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, draw your abs away from the box. And then last one, lift. and then exhale, lower. All right, bend the elbows wide, bring those carriages right back in. I'm gonna hook on a blue spring with my red to go heavy for push-ups. If you want it a little lighter, you can go a yellow and a red instead of a red and a blue. Hands are gonna be on, thumbs with the fingers, elbows are out nice and wide. Squeeze the glutes and the hamstrings. We're gonna do 8 wide push-ups. Exhaling as we press out. Inhaling as we bend wide to come right back in. Exhale out. Inhale, bend. Now, again, if you want it heavier, you can go heavier. Lighter, you can go lighter. I have a heavy and a medium spring on. Feel free to go 2 heavy springs, 1 heavy, 1 light spring. It is up to you. Press, bend wide. We have 3, 2, and 1. Now, when we come in, elbows are going to draw right to the sides of the box. My hands are going to come about 1 inch closer towards each other. Elbows will stay narrow. We have narrow push-ups. We'll exhale, press away, bend narrow to come in. Exhale, press, bend narrow. Now, think tiny little lift of the chest. Squeeze the glutes and the hamstrings, pressing out and in, abs drawing away from the box. 3 more. 2 and 1. All right, come in, step off of your boxes. When we step off, we're going to take all of our springs off, and then once all of the springs come off, we'll set our carriages out. Our short box is going to go on the frame. I'm going to just kind of rest it up against my foot bar. My carriage is going to come as close to my box as I can get it, and then we'll lie ourselves down onto our reformers with the headrest all the way down for some bridges. Okay, so when we get down, heels are just going to be right to the tops of the box. I'm going to try to pull my carriage in as close to my box as I can, being able to maintain my neutral spine. My bottoms of my feet are lifted, but if it does feel better to go flat foot, you guys can go flat foot rather than just the heels on. We'll take an inhale in our neutral spine. On our exhales, let's flatten our low backs down into the mat, and we'll begin to peel our spines up off the carriage 1 vertebrae at a time. Now, the idea behind this no spring exercise is to keep your carriages from moving out, and then we're gonna roll our spines all the way back down, trying to keep that carriage as close to the box as we can get it. We'll inhale at the bottom in our neutral, exhale, flatten the low backs down, push into our heels, use our glutes, use our hamstrings. I'm sending my tailbone to the backs of my knees, take an inhale, and then exhale, starting at my sternum. I'm rolling my spine all the way back down into the mat, inhaling in our neutral. 2 more. Exhale, flatten and peel. Glutes, hamstrings, carriage stays still, take an inhale, exhale, roll back down. If you guys need to, you can always hold on to the frame of the carriage for a last resort. This is the last one. Exhale, flatten and peel. Pause for an inhale, and then exhale, articulate the spines right back down. All right, feel free to stretch your legs, give those hamstrings a nice little stretch, and we're gonna add in with those just to make them a little more challenging. So let's pull our carriages right back into our boxes, and then we're going to do 1 bridge. So we'll exhale, flatten and peel up. We're going to hold up here. Now in an inhale, we're going to push our carriages out with our legs and pull in. Push out, pull in. Now if you ever feel this too much in your low backs, you guys can always lower your hips a little further down. You do not need to stay high up into your bridge if that low back is bothering you. Inhale out, hamstrings, calves, pull in. 3, 2, and 1. All right, now when we come in, roll the spines down. Feel free to stretch those legs long, give those hamstrings a little break. And then I'm gonna bend my knees, pull my carriage back in, sit off to the side. We're gonna stay with no springs on, boxes in the same spot. We'll kneel on our reformers, facing our box. Forearms are going to be down, feet are right up against the shoulder blocks, and my toes are curled underneath me. When I get here, my shoulders are over my elbows, my hips are right over my knees. I'm right into a neutral spine, and on an inhale, I'll press my carriage out with just my knees, not collapsing into my low back. And then on an exhale, I'm going to scoop into my low abs to pull my knees right back in. Inhale, the knees push out. Exhale, the knees pull in. Inhale away, and exhale, pull in. Now make sure that you guys are keeping pressure into your forearms so that your shoulders don't pinch together. Your shoulders do not come up into your ears. They're staying down out of the ears, scapula drawing away from each other. Out, scoop into the low abs to pull in. We're going to do 2. This is our warm-up. And then last one, inhale out, exhale in. All right, now from here, my toes are curled. I'm going to push into my forearms, draw my abs into my back, lift my knees off the carriage, stretch my legs long. I'm going to hold here, and from here, I'm going to push out and in with my arms. My legs stay long, butt stay down. Arms push, arms pull, arms push, arms pull. I'm going out like 3 inches probably, and in 3 inches. 3, 2, 1, and then we'll bend and come right back down. Now, we're going to slide our knees further forward so they're towards the edge of the carriage. Toes are still curled underneath you. We're going to lift the knees right back up, stretch the legs long, hold. This time we're going to bend the knees to bring the carriage in, and then press out. Exhale in, inhale out. Exhale in, inhale out. Think little tuck of the pelvis. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, stretch those legs long into that plank. 3 more. Last one. Now bend the knees, come down onto the knees, and we have one more thing here with our abs. So our forearms stay down, knees stay right to the edge, toes stay curled. If you guys want your butts to go up higher for this exercise, we're doing pikes. When you get into your plank, you can walk your toes closer to the box. So we're going to lift the knees, stretch the legs, hold. On an exhale, tuck the pelvis, hike the hips, and press right back out. I'm going to walk my toes just a little further forward. Exhale, tuck, hike, and then inhale out. Exhale, tuck, hike, and inhale out. Think draw your abs into your back as you lift your hips up. 3 more. Last one. Okay, now if you walked your feet forward, walk them back, come down onto the knees, step yourselves off to the sides. Okay, we're going to put our boxes on, short box, right in front of the shoulder blocks. Bring your carriages in, and then we're going to hook on a blue spring, and then we'll sit on our foot bar for some tricep dips. All right, now, when you guys sit down onto your foot bar, hands are going to be on, thumbs with your fingers, palms should be facing back. My legs are long, so I'm going to bring my toes onto my box and my heels down. If you guys have shorter legs, you can always go toes and balls of your feet at the edge of the carriage for this exercise. But again, I have long legs, so I hit the back of my reformer. We're going to have our butts come off, and then from here, let's do 8 tricep dips. Bend, press. To make this easier for yourselves, if you guys need to, you can bend the knees, and it is much easier to bend the knees and do your tricep dips. Otherwise, keep those legs long. We have 3, 2, 1, and then we'll bend our knees. We'll sit our butts back down, and we'll step off. All right, now we're staying on this blue spring. We're standing on our reformers this time with our hands on the foot bar. And then this time, we'll keep our toes on the carriage. We're going to lift our heels up high up onto our boxes. And then my shoulders are going to be right over my hands. We're going to do planks and squats. So now on an inhale, I'm going to press my legs out into a plank. I'm going to hold my plank. This is actually a resting position today. Draw your abs into your back. Hold this plank. On an exhale, I'm going to tuck my pelvis, hike my hips to come in, Bend my knees. As I bend my knees, my chest is going to start to lift slightly up. If you feel comfortable, take your hands off the foot bar. If you guys don't, keep your fingers just right onto the tops of the foot bars. Find that balance, hold that squat, draw your abs in. We're gonna hold for 4, 3, 2, on 1. The hands go right back onto the foot bar. I'm gonna shift my weight forward, stretch my legs out, hold my plank. Again, this is our resting position today. Draw the abs in. Hold 3, 2, 1. Tuck the pelvis, hike the hips, bring the carriage in. From here, bend the knees, sink into the squat, lift your chest. Hands are either on the foot bar or they come off. Hold that squat, draw your belly into your back. 3, 2, 1. Hands right back on, shift your weight forward, stretch out. We have 2 more of these. Hold that plank. Tuck the pelvis, hike the hips, come in, bend the knees, sink it into that squat, lift the chest. If you guys can, take your hands off the foot bar. If you can, sink a little deeper into that squat. Hold for 5. Hands back on the foot bar, shift your weight forward, stretch out. You guys have 1 more. This next time we get into a plank, I'm going to count down from 8. On 1, your butt should be on the box. Tuck your pelvis, hike your hips. Ready? Bend the knees, sink into that squat. We're going to slowly lower our butts down for 8, 7, 6. We should be halfway there. 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, butt should be down. Whew. All right. Take your feet flat onto your carriages. Reach behind you. Grab your straps into your hands. Long loops, you guys, will be lighter for your arms. Short loops will be heavier. I'm going to use my short loops. Feel free to change as needed. We're on a blue spring, which is a medium spring. If you guys have any shoulder injuries, I would suggest doing a yellow instead of a blue. Elbows are going to be bent at your sides. Palms are flipped up. On an exhale, we'll reach the arms out away from us, chest height, and then we'll inhale, bring it in. Exhale, reach away. Inhale back. I want to think as I reach out, my shoulders are staying down. My collarbones are staying wide. So when I reach, I'm not pushing my shoulders and my arms forward for protraction. My shoulders stay back as I reach out on an exhale. Inhale back. 3 more. All right, last one. And then now we're going to add in with these. So we're going to exhale, go right back out with those arms. Inhale, open them out to the sides. Don't go past your body. Arms come back together, shoulder distance away with the hands. Bend the elbows to come right back in. That's 1. Exhale as we reach. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, back. Exhale, out. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, back. Those palms should be rotated to the ceiling the entire time. We have 2 more. Out, open, close, back. Last one. Exhale, out. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, back. Now, don't pause. Reach those arms right back out. Hold. Rotate your palms towards each other. Find a nice little bend to your elbows for your hug a tree. We're inhaling to open the arms out to the sides. Exhale, fingertips together. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Those palms, you guys, should be chest height as we open, chest height as we close. Inhale, exhale. Give me 3. This is the last exercise for 2, 1, and then we'll relax the arms. Okay, we're going to hang our straps right back up onto the pegs, and then when you hang your straps up, you guys can step off to the side. We're going to flip back to our long box. We're staying on that medium spring. Again, I'm on a blue, so if you change your springs for your arms, go back to that medium spring or a blue spring, and then I have my box on in front of my shoulder blocks. We're kneeling on our boxes, facing the straps. We're going to grab the right strap first. It is going to go onto your right foot. And then I'm going to do the long loop. So when I put my strap on, the long loop is going to be onto the arch of my right foot. Shoulders over your hands, hips are right over your knees. I'm going to think I'm stabilizing from my shoulders and my core, and on an exhale, I'm going to kick my right leg back behind me and give it a little lift up, and then we'll bend and come right back in. Exhale, we're going to press, give it a little lift, and then inhale right back in. So again, think stabilize from the shoulders and the core. Eyes looking down to the floor. I want to think each time I kick my leg back and slightly up, I'm lengthening through the crown of my head, and I'm reaching through my foot so I find that nice oppositional pull of the body. Exhale away, inhale back. We have 3, 2, and then on this last one, we're going to hold our leg out, so keep it there. The right leg is going to go slightly out to the right side of the room. Keep it straight. You're going to go down to the floor with your leg. So my foot kind of frames the outside of my carriage, and I'm going to kick that leg right back up. So it lowers down, it frames the outside frame, and then I'm kicking my leg right back up. I'm going to feel my obliques kicking in here to help stabilize my torso as I lower. Glute max, hamstring fire as I lift. 3 more on this side. 2 and 1. All right, now when I kick my leg back, I'm going to bend my knee, set my knee down, keep that strap on your foot. We're going to sit on our left hip. When I sit on my left hip, my hip will be further down my box. My left forearm is going to go right into my headrest, and then I'm going to bend both knees at a 90-degree angle. My hips are stacked, my shoulders are stacked. My left arm is in the headrest. If you guys need to support your neck, you can bend your elbow and take your head into your hand. We're lifting our top leg, which is the right leg, just hip distance up off the bottom. And we're gonna give our top leg 1 kick out, and we'll hold. Now from here, we're gonna inhale, kick our leg forward, and exhale, kick it back. Inhale, kick it forward, and exhale, kick back for our front backs. Inhale forward, exhale back. Now every time I kick my leg forward, that leg needs to stay lifted hip distance. It does not drop down to the floor. 2 more, inhale, exhale, last one, kick forward, press back. Now from here, we're gonna keep that leg back. We're gonna bring it up to the ceiling as high as you can go, out in front of you, kick that leg back for a circle. Go up to the ceiling, out in front of you, kick it back. My hips are staying stacked the entire time. We have 1 more, work into those smaller, more stabilizing glute muscles. Now, when we kick back, you guys are gonna pause. We're gonna reverse, so kick the leg forward. Bring it up to the ceiling, you pull down. Kick forward, up, exhale to pull down. Make sure that that left shoulder is not in your ear if you guys are on your forearms. This is the last one. Then once we pull down, we'll bend our knee. We'll take the strap off of our foot. We're gonna hang it back up. I'm gonna use my left and my right hand to help get me up. Then we're back onto our hands and our knees. So, setting up, hands and knees. Grab the left strap, you guys. I always grab where the loop kind of connects to my rope, pull in. Long loop goes onto the arch of the left foot, setting up, shoulders over the hands, hips right over your knees, stabilize from your shoulders and your core. On an exhale, we're gonna kick our leg back and slightly up and bend. Press, little lift, and bend. Now again, think, lengthen through the crown of your head. Reach to your foot as you kick away. So we're finding that oppositional pull. Stabilize from your shoulders and your core. Exhale, kick that leg back and up. Inhale right back in. 4 more. Two. All right, last one. You gotta hold that leg back there. Ready? Bring it slightly out to the left side. Go down to the floor. Exhale, kick it up. Now, when I lower and I lift, my pelvis is staying parallel with the floor. So I'm not letting my pelvis move when I lower the leg and then when I lift the leg. So that's, again, when those obliques are really gonna kick in to help stabilize you. Lower, exhale, kick it back. Lower and lift. All right, give me 2 more on this leg. Last one, down and up. Bend your knee. Keep that strap on. I'm going to sit right onto my right hip. Again, my butt is down, so I have space for my right side to go down onto the box. Forearm comes down. Both knees are bent. Hips are stacked. Shoulders are stacked. Top leg is going to lift hip distance. Again, if you guys need to support your head, and bend your elbow and take your head into your hand. You're going to exhale, press your left leg out one time. Hold it here. On an inhale, we're going to kick forward. Exhale, kick it back. Inhale, sweep forward. And then exhale, kick that leg straight back. Get that glute max, hamstring to fire. Again, if you guys are on your right forearm, make sure that you're not collapsing into your side. You're pushing down. Your shoulder is out of your ear. 3 more. 2. Exhale. Last one. Now when we kick this one back, we're going to hold our leg back. Ready? We're going to go up to the ceiling. Our hips stay stacked. Bring it out in front of us. Press back for our circles. Up, out in front. Press back. You have 3 more. 2. And then last one. One side's always going to feel a little harder than the other. Pause back. Ready? We're going to reverse. So kick forward, bring it up, and then you have to pull down. Again, my hips are staying stacked, you guys. I'm kicking forward, going up, pulling down, working into those smaller, more stabilizing muscles here. Left shoulder is out of the ear. This is the last pull down. And then we're going to bend our knee. Take that strap off. All right. Hanging on up, and then we can use our left and our right hand to help get us up. Now, from here, we'll just walk and we'll face the box. It does not matter what side you guys are on. I'm going to bring my right leg onto the box. I'm going to fold forward. If you guys want to reach your fingers forward or grab onto your foot, you can. Just stretch out that hamstring, back of the leg. Take a few deep inhales to the nose. Exhale through your mouth. All right, then I'm going to bend my knee, bring the outside of my right leg onto the box, figure 4 stretch. We're going to fold over. My left foot is still on the floor. I have light weight into my left foot though. I'm trying to bring most of my weight into my forearms, and we're just giving our right piriformis a stretch here. Take a few deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, take your hands onto the box. Step that right foot down. Left foot goes on. Straight leg. Hinge over your leg. Reach your fingers forward. Take a couple deep breaths here for that hamstring stretch. All right, then we'll bend our knee, bring the outside of your leg on. You can bring your forearms onto the box if it works for you. I'm going to try to bring as much weight forward as I can, as little weight in my right foot, which is my standing leg, as I can, and then just hold that piriformis stretch. Again, in through the nose, out through the mouth with that breath. All right, go ahead, take your hands onto the box, take that leg off. Let's just stand up. Let's take 1 deep inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, bring them down to your sides. I hope you guys enjoyed class. Don't forget to please like, share, and subscribe to my videos. Thanks, guys.